I was chatting to someone yesterday about it becoming a dad. Look, they sort of asked about my experience of becoming a dad. And I said, look, I said, one thing I remember is that we went for obviously scans and all that sort of rubbish sort of thing, and Mrs. was led on the bed, and the nurse is there. She says, right, she says, you've got to have a blood test and all that. My missus is sitting there nervous. She hates needles and stuff, and so I'm trying to make her feel better. But you know, in the NHS, they're so woke now, they're pathetic. She lay there. The nurse comes over, she got a needle, and she said, all right, she says, it's only going to be a little prick. And I said, oi, fucking got her pregnant, didn't it? And the nurse looked at me as if I just basically slapped my hands together with a piece of shit in it. Fucking ridiculous. So then, we obviously does all that, goes through to the other room, we're sitting there, and she says, right, you know, she gets all this gel stuff out, she's rubbing it on, she's got a little machine, she says, right, we'll have a look at the baby and all that. And so I was just taking a piss. And at one point, she's looking at her baby and we're sort of studying this little thing, like the poor little Sav is like this tiny little ball. And I look at her, I said, so how do you know what colour she is then? And she, what? I said, well, you know, I said, you can tell what sex she is. I said, you're pointing out all this stuff. I said, how do you tell, you know, what colour she is? What colour her hair going to be? And what colour is she? She said, why? She said, and the nurse said, why? And I said, I just want to know if that bloke down the road has been around my house as often as I think he has. Oh, fuck, you should have seen the face on this woman. She's so pissy. I'm only having a joke. It's like, what's going on? But NHS these days, unless you want to use the wrong toilet, they don't want to know you, do they?